Hey there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to bake pumpkin seeds from fresh pumpkins. So recently it was Halloween. We had a ton of pumpkins that I harvested from our garden area, and we picked up some local pumpkins from a local farmer to carve for our jack-o'-lanterns. We let Adeline paint on hers. So you'll see her painted pumpkin, and then Justin and I carved our pumpkins. Basically what we did was we started to carve our pumpkins. So we took the top off of our pumpkin and we took out all of the guts and all that goopy stuff and the seeds and everything. I then sat and I separated the seeds from all of the goop from inside the pumpkin, and I washed the seeds after that. So basically the same process as I would do to save the seeds as I will do to harvest them to eat. So at this point in time, after I wash the seeds, I could either lay them out to dry to save them for next year for planting, or this time I think I'm gonna run out of time today, and I'll have to basically put them in a salt bath. So water, salt, and then just soak them overnight. I don't really want to stay up too late, so I just want to get them harvested and in a salt bath to preserve for the night. And then after that, after they've soaked in salt water, so I chose to do it in salt water just to give them a little bit of flavoring. After that, I'll drain them, rinse them, set my oven to 300 degrees for cooking, so that in this whole process the oven is warming up. And then line a cookie sheet with some parchment paper and take the drained pumpkin seeds and just kind of smooth them over an area, trying to get them as close to one layer as possible so that they will have an even and quick drying. If you have, big mounds and stuff like that, they're not going to dry evenly, and you're not going to get the best, best tasting pumpkin seeds, I guess. So let's get into it. I did forget to mention that I do bake the pumpkin seeds at 300 degrees for 30 minutes. Take them out, season them, and then put them back in the oven for, I think, 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Check them if they need longer, depending on how moist the seeds are, or if they're a little bit thicker of a seed. I'll cook them for a little bit longer. I typically go in like 2-minute increments after that. So yeah, let's get into it and have some fun carving pumpkins. So I covered the pumpkin seeds with oil, and we're gonna put them into the preheated oven. I preheated it to 300. And we're gonna put them in for 30 minutes to dry out, and then we'll take them out and season them. Okay, so I pulled the pumpkin seeds out of the stove. They're still pretty hot. I'm gonna do a mixture of just some pepper and salt, and then I think Johnny seasonings, maybe throw in some garlic pepper as well. Here's the Johnny's. It's just a seasoning salt. So we're gonna just be very generous with it. And then give the seeds a good stir. This seems a little light over here, so I'm gonna just put a little more on there. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna crack some salt over the top of this other half. And just some pepper. Justin likes a lot of pepper, so I'm gonna go heavy on the pepper. Mix those up. There's that. And then let's toss a little bit of garlic on there. Yummy. Mix that up. Okay, I'm gonna go get some oil and spread the oil on top. And then flatten everything out again as best I can. You really want to try and make sure that it's a single layer of pumpkin seeds. But I can't see the use in doing another cookie sheet for just this amount of pumpkin seeds, so I make do. They'll all dry eventually. Okay, so now I'm going to put the pumpkin seeds back in, already seasoned, for another 20 minutes. Okay, now we're going to pull out the pumpkin seeds, kind of leave them right there, and we're gonna give it a try. They're still a little chewy. Let's put them in there for 5 more minutes. Okay, so the 5 minutes are up. Let's see how they look. They're starting to get golden. Let's try one of these guys out. Ooh, that's hot. You know? Well, it tastes pretty good. Gonna bring them out. Let them cool. Yum yum. Okay guys, I am back after roasting some pumpkin seeds. So I did do 2 different flavorings. To be honest, I don't know which one is which. So this one looks like seasoning salt, and this one looks like the salt and pepper with a little bit of garlic on it. So I just put them into Ziploc bags, seal them up, and then I can eat them you know, whenever I want. Basically take them out of the bag or eat them straight out of the bag. So I really enjoy doing this. If I'm not going to save the seeds from the pumpkins, I typically do bake them because they are such a delicious and nutritious snack. So also, if you have leftover pumpkins, so your jack-o'-lanterns or any of your harvests, if you don't yourself have livestock animals, I do recommend trying to find a local place that has either chickens, goats, pigs. I know love pumpkins. So your used pumpkins or your jack-o'-lanterns that have been sitting out on your porch, once they are starting to mold or something to that effect, you know, find a pig farmer or something like that. I know there was a place close to us. They put a call out on social media. Just, you know, put them out on your porch and we'll come grab them, or put them out on the road and we'll pick them up off the road. So, you know, that's a great way to give back to your local farmer, and also, you know, getting rid of your pumpkin in a good way as well. If you don't compost it, or like I said, if you don't have animals yourself. I give our pumpkins to our chickens and ducks. They love to munch on that you know, that squash goodness. They don't eat the rind, which is fine. I just pick up the rind and compost that. But they do eat all of the goodies out of the pumpkins. So if you haven't tried roasting your pumpkin seeds or any kind of squash seeds in the past, I highly recommend it. Like I said, a delicious, nutritious snack for you to have when it's cold out. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have roasted pumpkin seeds or any kind of seeds like that in the past, put your recipe or your flavorings that you enjoy down below. I'd love to see that and get new ideas for the future. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.